Alright, well, we're going to get started on a new farm. Today we're moving into, we're going to go to County Line. There'll be a link down in the description below. But we're going to do County Line, and I'm going to leave this up for a second. I'll also link mods if anybody has any questions about the mods that I'm using. Yeah, so I've got the 2011 350. Got the old case. The 350 and the case are both things I use on my actual farm, as well as the where's that guy? Yeah, the 86 Ford F350. I actually have this truck, so I definitely use that. I'm gonna put in the same color scheme. The Crooked Creek stuff I really like, and we're gonna try to do everything manual. So yeah, it's moving day. So let's go ahead and get started. See, now County Line is still in beta, and you'll notice there's there's still some issues with the map, but I really like the town center. In fact, I'm going to start and buy my truck that I use on my farm, and I'm going to drive around the city and let you see. It's got some really nice elements to it. Just don't haul but across the train tracks. You will not. Your car or truck will not like that. Alright, let's see here. There I am. Yes, I have gray. You know. And I'm going to do auto drive for some of my AI workers, but I don't like the auto drive routes that are on there. Your mileage may vary. Alright, so let's move this out of the way first. Alright, so here we are. We are at the main County Line Farm Supply, and this is where all of our equipment's going to show up. So we're at the end of this road. There's a couple more parts. I'll show you the PDA real fast. This is the farm we're going to end up buying right here. This guy right here cost $230,000. It's got a lot of grassland, and part of what I'm going to do is I'm going to mow grass and make grass and hay so I can have sheeps and then sheepies, just like on my actual farm. And I may try to get into some cows as well. We had cows at one point. Let's go back. I'll show you that again. Yeah, so you start right in here. You'll see we've got a vehicle shop. We've got the farmer's co-op, which is a sell point. We've got the gas station. We have another gas station. We have a cell shop, ConAgra grain shop, biodiesel. It's a small biodiesel. You do not own it, so you'll have to buy that if you want to use it. Grain farm, another co-op, another gas station, a store, and an animal dealer. And we're going to be down in here. The main city area is up in here, and like I said, I'm going to buy my truck and go fill up with gas and drive you around, show you why I'm moving into this community. So let's go back and let's go and buy us a truck. What do you say? Again, I'm going to choose my 86. We have a 87 on our actual farm. Don't need it jacked up as for losers. There we go. So we have a 350 dually with a gooseneck. Got the little steps, although ours are kind of rusting off. I like those. That's more like what we have. We don't have rock trimmers. We do have a toolbox. There's our toolbox. While mine does not have the back rack, I do like the back rack, and so I'd like to have that. Bed rails we do have. Grab handles, sure, why not. Stock tailgate. I do like the fifth wheel stock. Drop ball hitch. We have the pitch mantle at home, and the big obnoxious mirrors for when you're towing. Now my truck at home actually is factory white with a gray, and there she is. That's literally the truck that we use to haul sheep. Alright, rim color, that's fine. Alright, let's buy that thing. $14,500, what a deal. Alright, so now let's go and pick up our truck way back here. Again, you'll notice there's a lot of space that you can use. As Farmer Klein says, these are the old textures, so it's not a he'd lose some points on that. Again, this is still in beta though. But there's my truck. Let's get in it now. Apparently, something has happened where I cannot look left or right in vehicles, so I'm going to break some immersion and just drive outside. I don't know why that is. Probably going to come back here after my little town tour and pick up a trailer and then go ahead and set up an auto drive, just because we've got to get a lot of equipment down to the farm. And I don't want to transport all that equipment, so I'm going to have my AI drivers do that. Let's pull up the map. So here's a sell point here. Back over here. In there. So that's one of our sell points. And again, one of the things that you'll notice is the streets are not like, that's a pretty big bump. Anyway, let's drive on down the street. Let me show you around. So here's one of our first gas stations. Go in here and pick up our adult beverages and spend $130 and fill up the tank. It's a diesel, so there you go. Remember when diesel was cheaper? It was cheaper than regular gas. That's a supply and demand. There's the house. So yeah, we're gonna go down here and make a left. Stop, look both ways. There is traffic on this map, although I don't see any right now. But anyway, there's traffic. And here's our TSC, or as I like to call it, the Walmart for farmers. I spend enough at TSC to supply them with a month full of electricity just about every month. So there's our TSC. We've got a little farm equipment shop across the street. Huge bumps. Here's our local BP. You can grab some gas. It's just as expensive here as it was in our place. There's a Ram dealership. I did see a new mod come out for a new Ram truck, so I don't know, we might look at that. But for better or for worse, that looks, man, when your street casts a shadow, look at that. Okay. See, there's our traffic as I run into it. There we go. We've got the Bar None County Store. Here's Napa Auto Parts. If you have a Ford, you know that place well. Here's our Applebee's, because no small town would be complete with that. Just ran that red light. Boots and Saddles, again in rural America, we have Applebee's and Boots. And waffles. Here's our church. So we're ticking all the boxes, and the county jail. That car. Oh, he was floating and then he's not. Okay. Yeah, here's our courthouse. And then yeah, over here. Oops. Sorry. Oops, my bad. Pardon me. Excuse me. Nothing to see. Here's our football stadium. The local football players. Kind of nice. Being the big deal that I am, I usually am at the 50-yard line, first row, as one might expect. But yeah, we'll come up here and watch some football games after we get settled. Again, I haven't even bought the house yet, so a ways to go. I'm just showing y'all around right now. Oh, again, if you're casting shadows, you know it's going to be a thing. Let's see. The basketball court over there. It's just a little residential area. Go down here and make a right. Show you the rest of the town. Again, I'm new here, so I'm gonna pull the map up so I know where I'm going. Again, here, I do know this, though. You do not want to fly over these railroad tracks. Ironically, where I live, you don't want to either, although for different reasons, but basically the car does the same thing here in real life as it does in the town I live. There's a Smithfield. That is, you get the sell point up here. We're going to go down here and make a left. Some nice fields. Here's another sell point. This looks like the grain sell area. Yeah, the speed limit is 55. But honestly, on the back roads, the cops are never there, so. This looks like this is going to be another feed shop. Yeah. So here's County Line Grain. So yeah, so it's going to be another sale drop-off point. All right, so we'll be seeing him. Although I think I'm going to primarily focus on animals on this play. Well, let's do this. Let's go on and head back down to the dealership and pick up a wagon, because you always have to have a wagon. I'm going to need a tractor too, and then I'm going to go ahead and set up that auto drive. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this in video or not, if you want to see it or not, but I am absolutely going to set up an auto drive. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll do that offline. I will pick up I'm going to pick up the trailer. Let's just go ahead here. Let me drive you down and show you the main farm. Again, really got to take it close, carefully across these. It's not great for the suspension on the old girl. So yeah, it's moving day. My signaling. Moving day, so we're gonna set our house up, buy us a house, and I'll show you around the farm that I'm gonna buy. It's not huge, although it does have a lot of grass on it. There's actually no fields on the base that I'm gonna buy. I can buy a field across the street. That's gonna be field 11, which is wheat, which would be cool because I could use it for chickens. But you'd be amazed at how fast 1.5 million floats away from you. I missed my turn. Oh well, I'm gonna go down here. I can make it this way too. So we're gonna buy the place between field 10 and field 15. You go down here and make a left. No. All right. You can get there this way too. It's a little bit longer route. Yeah, so field 11, so to my left is field 32. Field 11 is right across the street. Might buy that too. But yeah, here's my farm. It's right here on the right. Let me move this out the way. It's right here on the right. So I think what I'm going to do too, before I drive up there, I think I'm going to take this area in here and make it kind of like my production sell points. Like I would like to put my own farmers market up, and then if I become fabulously wealthy, I'll have not just a farmers market, but I'll have like my own grocery store. Might do wool, maybe my own tailor shop and spinnery. But up here is the farm. Right here. All right, so welcome to the farm. Now that house, while it is technically on farmland, is not usable. So you have to build your own farmhouse. So, but you know, at least in East Tennessee, it's not unusual to see an old abandoned farmhouse on a farm where the newer house goes. And we are going to get a pretty nice house. And I'm thinking about maybe putting it right here. But yeah, so we've got, and that is decorative. That little elevator is decorative. It does not work. But we will get, in fact, let me just go ahead real fast and buy this property. Farmland, buy. $230,000. Bam, just like that. We just spent almost $250,000. But I do have a nice little workshop. And honestly, again, I'm going to replace a lot of these workshops. These are pretty old textures. And there's some really nice modded workshops out there. But this is a nice big space for me to store some of my equipment. There's another one over here. This is a really nice one. So, yeah. So here's my, everybody needs a drill. It's a press. Yeah. So here's another, just another shed. And then, yeah, so this is like, looks like a chicken pen. Can't put chickens in there. All right, so I do know that. Let's see where my, so this is about the end of my farm right here. Down here, I've got another very large So this is just a drive-in, no door, no drive-in. I'll probably put my hay equipment in here, maybe. And then this is yet another big, 230,000. It's not that bad. I mean, you do get a lot of buildings, and buildings are not cheap. This is a big shed as well. No, I meant to open it. That will be a tight turn right there. Not gonna lie. All right. So yeah, but the really cool thing about this property is that I've got a really big, in essence, hayfield. So all this down to the road is mine, and I can mow it. I can mow it for grass, I can mow it for hay. And again, I've got that other property directly across the street that I can mow for wheat for my chickens. So let's go ahead and let's buy our house. What do you say? Let's go. Oh, I'd never even looked here. That's not bad. You always check your sales, right? How much? 190, 200. I'd like to have 200 horsepower at least. Also like that. That's gonna be, yeah. And I like that. Some good deals, man. I'm gonna have to think about that. So that would be our wheat. We could get our wheat in there, in a tractor. Man, you're making it hard. Making it hard, store. All right, construction. Let's go buy a house. So I'm thinking that we put our house right here. So let's go to farmhouses, and I got a really nice farmhouse. Look at that guy. What I like about this farmhouse is it's actually, you can go inside. I'll show you in a second. It's really kind of cool. So let me just, I am a tad OCD, so like everything to be lined up. Let's put that house right there. Okay, and then I also would like to get, they have a garage, I believe, from the same modder has a garage, I believe. Shop with office. Ooh, nope, not that. $165,000. Yeah, here we go. Here's a garage that kind of matches the house. So line it up, get it right, get it right, get it right, Mac. About there. I don't want to have it like connected, but about. Oh, all right. Now check this out. So here's my new garage. So I'll be parking the old girl in there. Where's the old girl? What did I do with her? I don't know where I parked my truck. Yes, I know. I know, I can just jump to it. I really kind of don't want to, though. I'm going to try to do... Oh, there she is. I think. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to run over and get her, put her up. And then probably immediately take her back out. She's a sexy little beast, though, isn't she? Look at that. Alright. So here's my new house. I'll probably put some fencing up, make it look all nice. Gotta love, and yes, these trucks are this big. All right. So let me show you, take you on a tour of the house. So it's not bad. It's okay. We'll put some shrubbery up, some lights, stuff like that. All right. Well, welcome home, everybody. Got my table. Got some pizza. We ordered. It's interesting. I just bought the house and there's pizza in it. I have no live. Sorry, 1 second.
Welcome everyone, Farmer Cup here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of the construction map by the Lord. This is 42.11
megabytes. Sorry about that. My phone just randomly on the charger decided to play a Farmer Cop video. If you don't follow Farmer Cop or Farmer Klein, you're missing out. These guys are amazing. I'm new. I've not played Farm Sim before at all, ever, even though I actually am a farmer. Here's my TV, 7-day forecast. It's not looking great, but probably don't want to do anything on Thursday or Friday, but in 16 degrees. Ugh, good thing I have a fire. Right. Yeah, so I got my kitchen. I can do my cooking. Got a wood stove, because every farm needs to have a wood stove. Let's walk upstairs and see. Here is my bed. This is my sleep trigger, so it's kind of cool. You can actually see outside. That's my new garage. Here's a picture of Yellowstone, I think. Here's my office. This is where I track how much money I'm losing as a farmer. Ask me how I know. Here's where I can change my wardrobe. All right, and there's that. So this is our, it's kind of nice though. I like this. And I got a lights, here's my light switch. So turn my lights on, and then at night you can see. I don't need them on right now. Let's save some energy. Again, ask me how I know. All right, so now we have our house and our setup. So we are all moved in. Take the for sale sign down, people. We are in. So now we just have to get a lot of equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one moving in day. And like I said, once I know how I'm doing, see, I'm already down to, I've already spent $500,000 basically. So, I mean, I like to decorate and stuff, but I really need to make sure that I'm producing some things for income. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call this our day one. And if you like this, just let me know. And tell me if you'd like this, if you want to know like more about the mods that we're using. Yes, don't touch that, it's hot. The mods we're using, if you have some mod suggestions, I'd love to hear those things. And yeah, so and then I'm going to start buying some more equipment and do that stuff in the next episode. But for now, let's go ahead and just close her up. You always close your doors, although you don't really always close your doors. Come here. Close our doors and say goodbye to the old girl. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 2 at Mack's farm. See ya.